Hello, my one of the Green Reports. Yeah, you guys missed me? I hope. I got a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. I don't get many of those. You know who you are. I won't say your name. This one, guys, is an interesting one. A lot of people know about this one. It is very famous. It is in comic books. It is in video games. It's everywhere. What do I speak about? Well, what eats people? Oh, eats. Yeah, eats people. And is in comic books and video games. I'll give you a second to think about that. Are you done? Okay. Wendigo. Yes, I speak about the Wendigo. Native American legend. Everyone knows about. Everyone thinks is a big, large creature. Not really. This thing's probably basically about the size of you or I. There's no real stats because it varies in size. Everybody thinks that it's in cold climates. No, it could be anywhere. It's a lot of times it's in the woods. Recent video game Until Dawn had one of these creatures as a villain. Now you're asking, Graham, what is this Wendigo you keep speaking of? What does it do? How did it become what it is? Well, I'm going to tell you. Give you all the information that I found out. And this one's a long one, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back and please relax. Like I said, most people consider this creature a horror lover's dream monster. Indians scaled it by the names, not just Wendigo. I'm not going to get into that, guys, because they call it a lot of names that I'm not going to get into. I don't want to butcher what they're talking about or their language. And you know how I am about butchering language. If you've seen even my older ones. But if you want to translate it, it means the evil spirit. It devours mankind. And around the 1860s, a German explorer translated it to the cannibal from the native tribes along the Great Lakes. Basically, it means cannibal. According to the Native American folklore or legend, a Wendigo is born when a person resorts to eating another human in order to stay alive. Sounds familiar? Maybe you guys want to check out Ghoul. Even this century, Native Americans can still hunt these things. Yes, I said hunt. One well-known hunter of the Wendigo named Jack Fiddler. He was part of the Cree. His claim to fame was he killed 14 of them. Yes, 14 Wendigo. Even though his last one led him to being imprisoned at the age of 87, as well as his son Joseph. Some of the lore says the longer the Wendigo stays on the earth, the stronger and more powerful it can get. It also gains the ability to control creatures. Its powers even grow strong enough to control even weather. And it can summon creatures to do its bidding, such as attack people as well as other things, I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't want to get in the middle of this, guys, because, I mean, fighting one of these things in a dark alley, you wouldn't last very long. It'd be kind of hard, wouldn't it, to fight something that can control things around you, like creatures or even the weather. Spirits possess people, according to the lore, but they all say it has glowing red eyes, guys. This is describing them. They all say they have glowing red eyes, about 15 foot with yellowish skin. Some have matted hair, long fangs, overly long tongues, and are very lanky. Basically, they're not very bulky. They're more like a skeleton. Very lanky. You know, they have no muscle, but they're very strong. They look like they have no muscle, but they are very strong. If I was you guys, I would definitely stay away from this. But if you guys want to go hunting and do hunting this guy, find and do what this guy did, that fiddler, go right ahead. But I will tell you how to kill one of these things. This is from folklore as well, just in case you ever meet up with one in a dark alley. Use a silver knife or a knife coated in silver, or a silver bullet. Yes, much like you would kill a werewolf, right? My suggestion, you go with the silver bullet. That way you ain't gonna worry about meeting up on this thing. But this thing being 15 feet tall, that thing's got a lot of reach. So you might want to use a sniper's bullet if you're going after this thing. Which I would advise against killing any of these creatures because they're so unique in their own way. But they are evil. So would it be murder? This is a question I'll leave with you guys. What do you think about this? About this creature? If there were 14, this guy killed 14 of them. Are these things real? I mean, a lot of folklore are based on fact. We all know this. I mean, come on, look at Bigfoot. Now, Americans even talk about Bigfoot as well. That's a prominent thing. That's more prominent than the Wendigo here. But you have to shoot this thing in the heart. It has to shatter. Basically explode. And lock the heart in a silver box. You have to lock this thing in a silver box. It's got to be silver. But if you don't do that, you just shoot it. It could come back and get you. Yes, it can resurrect itself. So I advise against fighting this thing. And if there's 14 hearts, if you found 14 hearts and unlocked 14 silver boxes, or 14 silver boxes, or a silver box buried in the ground somewhere, I advise against unlocking it. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to know what you think. And I would also like to know if any of you saw one of these creatures. Apparently, I guess I'm not, because these things are rare. But if you've seen anything else, I'd like to know. Put it down in the comments. And yes, the 27th of this month, there will be a live report. I'm wanting to do this one on cryptids. So, if you got any stories about cryptids, please do show up. We'll be talking anything from Dogman to, if I feel like it, Man Bear Pig, which really doesn't exist, I'm just kidding. To Chupacabra, to Owlman, anything cryptid. If there is cryptids that I don't know about, please do bring them along. I'd like to chat with them. If you find a Wendigo out there, please do send it my way. I'd like to interview it. But with that good old saying, I always say at every end of every one of these videos, Good luck. Good night. God bless.